It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And complete right side to Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And Cook has it, left side. He's going to have the first down and then some. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Singletary again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks her. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The 40. The 20, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Coup now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14, Cardinals nothing. Young Wei Koo set to kick off. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Jones. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott has this complete to Woods. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3.
Touchdown, L.A. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a 2nd time. That simply can't happen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do.
And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Under pressure, they got him again. Calais Campbell. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Jones on the return. So possession. here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Let's go!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Smith's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Anthony Schwartz. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. It's complete to Cook. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's Edwards again. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
47.
They run here with Singletary, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
46.
Now receiver in motion left.
Kill.
2nd down and goal. Prescott, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Prescott now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. The margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again on first down. Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Again, it's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Cook running right. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. James Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter, and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Prescott from the gun on third. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
19 strike.
Here's Smith. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Jones on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly.